Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I've pulled for you the Page of Cups as your general overall energy for this total lunar eclipse full blood moon in Virgo. The blood moon is really describing the kind of color of the moon, this deep pink that can occur as it rises. This is really about your connection to your intuition and your emotional content. This is the way that you are experiencing greater connection to your spirit guides, relatives who've passed, whatever is relevant to your sense of presence, asking for help, receiving communications that you've asked for, feeling seen, feeling supported in ways that are not visible or customary to others. The Page of Cups in general is really about your perspective, your attitude on a routine basis. And this is something that has been occurring for you for a while, this rejuvenation. You may have or be overcoming or recovering from an illness, a way or an experience that required a certain cleansing or detoxification of your energies. And as you are rallying, you are gaining strength again or coming back to yourself. There is a sense of freshness, newness, lightness, creativity, imagination, sort of in sync with what is often called the inner child. But it's just absolutely your soul's essence, your authentic being. Many of us experience that authentic being as children if we were allowed to find that gift or talent that emerged naturally for us. And this is something that you are meant to experience now, whether you had that experience as a child or not. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And welcome to all of you that are new and are familiar with me. I appreciate the time that you spend. And in your social identity, the way others see you, the Five of Wands is describing a problem you're solving, a team you're working on, a debate or discussion you're having that can appear contentious, but it actually isn't. I do feel that you are cohering disparate ideas on a team or as part of a proposal or project, and you've been tasked with ironing out some of the difficulties, gaps, or holes in a process that you wish moving forward, that you're trying to implement. I do feel that your default is collaboration at this point in your life regarding this kind of newer area of growth or activity for you. So I feel like you're pioneering something with others of like mind. It may not be, it may be that you are trying to introduce your ideas or uh, 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 suss out a project or a potential for a project among these colleagues. It feels very much professional, and you are implementing this idea of equity within the discussion so that all the stakeholders are allowed and permitted to participate fully in the discussion. And you are using the discussion as an opportunity to brainstorm. This is quite a feat because my sense is that not everyone that is a part of this discussion or this project is technically at the same level, but you are clear that the process must respect all participants. And in that way, everyone is heard. In the first house, the Magician. This is one of your cards. Virgo, Mercury is your ruling planet, and this is about your facility with language, with words, with communication. So, indeed, even as you facilitate a conversation, most likely professionally, you are actually in some control of that conversation through your facilitation, and you understand this, as do others that you are working with. But it is an opportunity for you to promote or present an idea that you wish to receive feedback, or for the group to collectively explore. I do think that this is elevating your professional activity in the direction of a more personal expression. There's something that is giving your practice a personal voice. And that is important because I believe you have achieved the requirements of your practice sufficiently, and even perhaps been doing the work of aligning your practice with your personal narrative or experience. But it is now a way or a time in which you can make this more official, make this more explicit, define this more clearly for not only you, but for others that you are working with. It's a way of growing. It's a way of growing your professional practice, absolutely, but also the organizations that you perhaps are working with or for. In the fourth house, the Three of Pentacles. I don't remember. I want to say Sagittarius had this placement here. For what it's worth, this is in the house of your home, your soul, your family, your history. The Three of Pentacles is very much in keeping with this discussion, debate, or collaboration that you're a part of. The end result of your discussion, your facilitation, your debates is the creation of something qualitatively improved or superior to what existed before. So the focus here is on developing a concrete resource, skill, curriculum, product, service, whatever it is that reflects your professional activity, but making it qualitatively excellent as a result of advanced skills that you and other collaborators bring to the table, your experience. This is about, again, working in an equitable way among expertise and skill sets that are different but united in this particular goal, or along a particular path, or uh, destiny. In the seventh house of your significant relationships, the Three of Swords. We all know the Three of Swords intuitively, viscerally. Many of you perhaps clutched your pearls when you saw this card. This is about the deeper understanding of difficulties, disappointments, failures. It's so interesting to think that for many of us, living the very long lives that we now live, can experience infinitely more disappointments than the sense of romantic love that a heart evokes. This is about the end of illusions. This is about taking responsibility for the experiences you've had, and stepping up to understanding that you had a part to play in things not working out in the past. And this is not just romantic relationships or significant partnerships. This is also about failures, disappointments in work, things that you wanted to go a certain way, not going that way, rejection. So this, and the emphasis here is on understanding that, really using those lessons in a way that leads to a sense of gratitude, because what the result has been is you as the magician. You are empowered here to use what you have to create what you want. So in this way, it's a little bit like the Emperor energy, where you're not trying to take control over things that you can't. Instead, you're understanding that within you is all that you need, and you're grateful for the experiences that have gotten you here. And I'm going to pull an oracle card, and if this reading is resonating for you, please like this video, share it with others if you feel it would be helpful, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled for you the growth card, and it reads, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I do believe that this is exactly what you're doing. This is the area the full moon is highlighting, is on your attitude, your perspective, your routine goal, your vantage over your life and the opportunities available to you. So absolutely, everything that you're doing right now is to advance yourself, in addition to some considerable achievements you've been able to move forward. For many of you, pioneer. But you've not stopped pioneering. In the first house, the magician is clarified by the Empress. Wow. So not only are you creating, building something that expresses you, your story, you are doing it in a way that is productive, that supports those that you work with, that acknowledges that this is an expression of love. Your effort is all about the service that you bring, that is part of your destiny, your path, but also that you've learned to accept the love, accept the recognition, accept the rewards, to understand that there is a time to simply enjoy the fruits of your labor, enjoy the process that you are a part of, to make room for the revelations and the enjoyment of that. This is a part of your growth that is not always tasking yourself, that is not always taking a step towards something better, that is not always moving along, but is actually understanding the larger, almost gestalt of your achievements and ways in which you could be more greatly enriched by allowing yourself to enjoy what you've created. In the fourth house, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Star. I do feel that whoever you're collaborating with, whoever you're working with at this time, absolutely shares a higher vision. This is a vision of a more inclusive world, of a more humane, a more generous, but a more just world. This is about justice, fairness, equity, your truth on display, in a way that vision has helped guide you throughout the difficult times along your path, particularly your professional path. And I don't know why I'm assuming that many of you that I'm speaking to have been on a solitary path, a very focused path. I think it's because of the way I regard the precision of your skills in general. But what the thread that pulls you through the challenges is this belief in a better world, in your opportunity to be seen, to be recognized, to be acknowledged for the work that you do. And it may sound simple, but when you look at the world we live in, this is not the case for many of us. So that this is really what is uniting you and those that you are in a position, other whole people, other people with similar faith in a better, more just world, to accomplish something that is excellent, that is beautiful, that is compelling. In the seventh house, the Three of Swords is clarified by the Page of Swords. Interesting. So this makes a lot of sense. Having come to a place where you are taking responsibility and understanding better how you've played a part in disappointments and failures and heartbreaks, broken relationships, you are coming to a place where you recognize the limits of what you know, the limits of what you've experienced. And for some of you, the overwhelming sense that this is something that's been broken in your life, something that perhaps you have not ever felt that you had a firm grasp on, that you even know how to love, is, I believe, a significant step towards healing this area of your life. It's recognizing that you don't know, that you haven't had training, you haven't been exposed, you perhaps haven't experienced the kind of love that you now are learning to give to yourself. That's just the beginning. And you are correctly intuiting that it starts with you. And so learning to care for yourself, learning to acknowledge your talents, learning to not take a pass on any potential dreams or aspirations you have, particularly as you are accomplished and could easily rest on your laurels. But I don't feel that's enough for you. There's more that you want from your work, from your life, from your relationships, and you're deeply allowing yourself to contemplate that this is a new arena for you, one that you are going to have to think, write, speak about, have conversations about, perhaps a significant conversation about a failed relationship or with someone with whom you have failed, is a turning point for you. In the 10th house, the Five of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. And this is beautiful because this shows that your goal absolutely is legacy. You are quite likely part of an organization or a community that has a philanthropic expression, a wing, an arm, that understands that access to the resources that you are creating is the next part of giving back. This is acknowledging your own privilege in having access to the education, the training, the gifts, the talent to pursue an area of accomplishment for you. And you understand that as a result of that privilege, it is incumbent upon you, no matter where you are in your professional or community life, to give back. It doesn't need to be a philanthropy. It doesn't need to be a charity or some grand gesture of donation, but it is about the spirit of helping others to gain access to resources they may not have. I'm going to finish up this reading with a crystal oracle and hope that this reading has been somewhat insightful to you. And I have pulled signs. And this is the lepidolite. And this is about the third eye chakra. This is your ability to see through time and space. This is your vision of the future. And the key word is signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. If you've enjoyed this content, Virgo, check out the video above my head. And until next time, namaste.